Because suicidal thoughts can seem so real, it's easy to fall into the trap of believing that they must be true. But not all thoughts are truths. Sometimes a thought is just a thought. For instance, if you have the thought, "I'm a blue duck," you don't suddenly turn into a blue duck. Similarly, a suicidal thought does not mean that life will never get better, that you would really be better off dead, or that you will kill yourself. It may just mean that you're under a lot of stress. Suicidal thoughts can also be scary because you might believe that you will act on them, even if you don't really want to. But as you know, we don't act on every thought that we have. Imagine this. You're seated in the emergency exit row of a plane, and a child behind you has been screaming and kicking the back of your seat the whole flight. In this instance, your brain might have the thought, "I can't take this anymore. I should just open the emergency exit and jump out of here." Just because you have this thought, it doesn't mean you act on it. Instead, you might put on headphones or walk to the back of the plane and do your best to tune it out and let it go. Similarly, just because you have a suicidal thought, it doesn't mean you're going to act on it. In fact, if thinking about suicide is scary or upsetting, it's more likely that you will not do anything to act on those thoughts. Remember, your brain was designed to help you avoid that kind of pain. Just like you choose to put on headphones to ignore a screaming child on your plane, you can choose to engage in other activities that will help you to ignore your suicidal thoughts as well. During the next 20 seconds, close your eyes and silently repeat to yourself the thought, "I can't lift my arm." Now, while you continue to repeat that thought, slowly raise one arm all the way above your head. What did you notice? At first, you might have wondered if you could lift your arm, because it wasn't already lifted, and your mind was telling you that it would stay like that. Then, you might have hesitated to try, because you were unsure if you could lift your arm. Yet, ultimately, you did. Sometimes the thoughts that our minds give us are meaningless. We're just about always in control of what we do and how we act. The same is true when your mind is giving you suicidal thoughts. Another reason suicidal thoughts can be upsetting is because they go against the things that we value. Although one of your first reactions to a suicidal thought might be sadness about leaving behind the things you value, or guilt for thinking about what your death would do to those you would leave behind, those feelings tell you something important. They tell you that you're human, you have a heart, you care deeply, and there are things that really matter to you. Maybe your suicidal thoughts don't line up with your personal goals, religious beliefs, or role as a parent or spouse. We sometimes refer to those things as reasons for living. Reasons for living are the things that bring you hope or happiness. They're the things that give you purpose. They are the things that help you stay strong. They're the reasons that you don't act on the suicidal thoughts that you have.